are you? I'm tired. That's a great opening to a FlossTube. Hi, it's FlossTube number 26. I think that's right. I may be wrong, and that's okay because I've been watching this Korean game show, reality show called The Devil's Plan. And if you ever want to feel intellectually inept, I can't even speak, watch a Korean game show. And I don't even understand the rules, but I'm telling you, I'm intrigued. I'm on like episode 9, so it's really good. I've been watching it on the treadmill and I can pay more attention and read. Not that I can understand the rules any better, but these people are wicked smart. So I could only hope to be. I can't even understand the rules of the game. So they do different challenges. So it's really interesting. So if you want to check it out, it's on Netflix. That's my little PSA for something good to watch. I've got a lot of FFOs to show. When I get in one frame of mind, I tend to go in that frame of mind. So I haven't really done a lot of stitching. That's sad. On vacation, we went to Disney World. We're back. Really? Because we're back. It was fun. We had a great time. Again, I've said this before. I don't agree with everything that Disney does or stands for. But it's not about them. It's about us and how we feel when we're there and as a family. We've been taking this trip since my boys were toddlers with my mother every December. So we always try to do something new. This time we stayed at Saratoga Springs, which we've never stayed there before. It was very nice. Loved it. The room was amazing. Everything was good. We had a great time. But now I'm on to showing you what we're here for, which is to share and show the things that we love to stitch and the things that we've been stitching on. So hopefully there's no hideous mess in the background. If you saw it on that counter over there, it looks like a disaster zone, but that's where I try to keep everything so everything's not right here. And my son always gets on me when he's editing these because I stop and start so many times, but that's because I can't stand for you to have visually a mess right here because I don't like a mess, so I don't want you to have to look at one. Okay, so first things first, what I've been working on have been just 2 things. The first thing was Liz's Santa's Night tree from the Jingle Ball, which I was able to participate in the first and part of the second day, but then we went out of town. So, I mean, it's just a sad moment for me, but I will get this done. It is a lot of stitching, but it's gorgeous. It's a lot of little different here and there color changes. So I'm trying to stitch all of one color and then skip over a little bit. And so it looks like I have no plan. And that's probably because I have no plan. I'm highlighting as I go so I don't miss anything, but I really do love this. I'm sure you've seen it. It is so cute. Liz is stellar. I mean, everything she puts out is just top notch. I love all of her designs. I wish I could stitch every single tree. I think I own almost all of the 12 days of course, no, 9 of them that she has out so far, I think. But I have, I think, all of them. Have I stitched any? No, I have not. Secondly, what I've been working on, it's been hard to put this down because this is my unicorn chart. By the Primitive Needle, it is Halloween Parcheesi, and I have been searching for this chart for 4 or 5 years now, and I really was beginning to question its existence because I never have seen it in person. Someone a couple of years ago, well, 5 years ago, however long it was, I've been searching for it, put it on Stash and Load site, and it was like $65, and I was too slow for it. I didn't even know at that point the Primitive Needle wasn't putting out any more charts, that this was it. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew I loved it. And I talked about it and I spoke about it on Instagram, and a friend reached out to me, and an angel, I'm telling you, and she sent me the chart, and oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. I want to keep stitching on it, but I'm trying to FFO some of this Christmas stuff, but this is what I've got done so far, and I'm so excited because I did most of this on vacation. I stitched a little bit before we left, and then did most of it. I tried to go between Santa's Night tree and Halloween Parcheesi while I was gone. And I think I did a really good job of getting some of it done. I really do love it. I made a working copy because I needed it. Who wants to mess up anything from a sought after chart? So anyway, those are the two things I've been working on. Those are my two whips. I'm gonna stop right here and gather my thoughts and grab my FFOs. So, be right back. I've had some of these FFOs have been finished for years, since 2020, 2021, 2019. And I just decided to get those down and start working on them and see what I could get finished before Christmas actually got here. So I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I've got 4 or 5 completed and I still have more to go. I'm gonna see what I can do before the new year gets here. I'm really itching already to stitch on Valentine's Day. Not that I do a lot of that, but I only have like 3 or 4 Valentine finishes, but I decorate for Valentine's Day, so surprise. Hopefully I get some of those done. And then Easter, of course. So the first one I'm gonna show today is from the little Prairie Schooler, like who can live without a Prairie Schooler card, little Prairie Schooler card. And I mean, it is just DMC 304. And I've had this one finished for a while, was gonna finish it just like it shows, just like it's shown here. But instead, I don't even know if you can see that. Instead I decided, why am I collecting these vintage spools if I'm not going to use them? So Coates and Clark vintage spool. I just wrapped some baker's twine around it. I put this on a triangle. I think this is 2 triangles if I remember correctly. Yes, this is 2 triangles with fabric. Same thing on the back is the same as the front. And I just, to cover the seam, I just used baker's twine a little thicker, put some more of that black and white baker's twine with a button, and I think that it is so cute. Wish you didn't have to look at me on the side to see the FFO of the little. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this, but I always like to show things on YouTube too, because you never know who doesn't follow you on Instagram. So there is that one. Moving on. This one was finished in 2020. This one is Little House Needleworks, Quaker Birds. And of course, I'm not gonna have it out of the thing where it's supposed to be. I honestly wasn't sure how I was gonna finish this one. Love the idea there that is shown in the model. So I kind of took it on myself and did it my way. And finished it. Oh, can you see? There we go. Finished it on, again, 2 pieces of cardboard, matted the design on its own piece of cardboard or chipboard, matted the back on a piece of chipboard, covered the seams with this Creative Memories, no, Stampin' Up ribbon. And then found some green and some khaki Stampin' Up ribbon that matched the design. Added this trim for the top. And this is what's funny. I was like, how am I gonna attach? First of all, if I put the ribbon in the seam right here, can you see that? If I put the ribbon in the seam, I would not be able to cover it all the way, or I'd have to put slits in this ribbon, this side ribbon. So I said, how am I gonna have a hanger? So what I did was I took 2 pair safety pins and used them, hot glued them on the outside, tied the trim, and then I just covered the safety pin, but you can see it right there. I just covered the safety pin with the trim and glued it down so it would stay down too. So there you go. That is Quaker Birds by Little House Needleworks. I don't think have I shared this on Instagram yet? I have no idea. I can't keep up. So that's Quaker Birds, number 2. The third one I have shared on Instagram. I just love Homespun Elegance patterns. She has a shop on Etsy where you can get instant gratification with PDF. She's also really good about getting back to you. She always has such cool like little buttons or brass items to add to her designs, and she sells them in her shop as well on Etsy if she's not out of them. Some of these charts are so old. This one is kind of old. I want to say it's from the 90s, late 90s. This is Mary Cardinal. And I did not have this 10 star. And yes, I could have ordered one, but I wanted to be done with it when I was done with it. So I just made my star out of French knots. I also did the collar with French knots, or the little wreath around the bird's neck with French knots, and it just says Mary. And I put it in a frame I picked up from the antique shop that also had a bird in it, a bird picture. Took the bird picture out to put this in there. I love this frame. Nice detail on the frame. This one I actually did purchase myself, the frame. Most of the time my son Owen goes to thrift stores and he will pick up frames for me that look interesting, or that are square, or that are in odd shapes that I can't normally find in the store. So this is Mary Cardinal, Homespun Elegance. I love all her stuff. All right. Whoops. I had an avalanche. No, yeah, avalanche, dominoes, something. All right, the next one is And Rudolph by Lottie Da. Take it out of there. I'll learn my lesson. Here we go. Looks like this. I really do think that the model is cute. Cover my face so it's not trying to zoom in on me. So I should have made it into a pillow. I could have, but I decided not to. Instead, my husband cut me a piece of board. You can see here. I just painted it and waxed it. Painted it black, waxed it. And mounted this design. Mounted another piece of coordinating cardboard, or cardboard with coordinating, I don't know, I chose this black and tan polka dotted fabric. You can hear the cows out there. Somebody just walked in the backyard and they think that it's time to eat. They always think it's time to eat. Anyway, and I add this trim around, and I stole this little greenery piece off of another ornament from Hobby Lobby and found two little cute ribbons that coordinated, and that's what I decided to do with that. Hopefully you can see that. And I don't get yelled at too much for holding it. He doesn't yell at me. I don't get talked to too much about, Mom, you need to hold it correctly so it doesn't try to, I can hear him now. Which is good. If he moves out, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do my own videos like I used to when he was little. Well, littler. Last FFO that I have to show right now. I'm going to take it out here. It's Prairie Schooler, Let It Snow. Again, this is that flimsy paper. I don't know if I can take it out. I'm going to show you this part. I purchased this pattern off Etsy, and she sent it to me in this little protector, which is really nice because that way I just kept the protector, didn't have to take it out. Now I've gotten to where I highlight my pattern, so I make it working copy. I don't know, maybe my eyes were better then. I did this back in 2021 or 22, and I did not like the way the numbers looked when I charted them, because as you see, the date is up here, over here. So I didn't like it, so I left it off. But this is Prairie Schooler, Let It Snow. And I added two little Tim Holtz bells at the top with a cute little pear-shaped pin with a little rag ribbon and some jute. It's mounted on a board my husband cut, covered with homespun. This is matted, and then I just used pom-pom trim to cover the edges. And I really like this green trim I got at Hobby Lobby. It kind of brings the green in from the tree and the snowman. But this is it. Really love this one. I have another Prairie Schooler that I want to get FFO'd before the new year, and hopefully I can do that. All right, I'm going to move on to haul, and I need to clean this mess up, so I'll do that in just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, first two things are thrift store finds. This one was $22, and I think I got it at 40% off or 25% off, and I just could not, it's not my normal style. This is not something that I usually gravitate toward, really. But these little children playing in the snow, Victorian children in the snow, I just could not pass it up. This one was custom framed. It is actually I looked it up and I have to get it up here. It is Winter Reverie by Lenarte. It's a, it was a kit, I guess. And they actually told me on Instagram that I found it a treasure. So it definitely is a treasure. It is pattern number 33465 by Lenarte, which they are still putting out patterns today. So I'm not sure what year this is from, but it is adorable. I really do love it. And whoever stitched this did an amazing job. But isn't that cute? He's got a job. He's pulling those girls. So cute. So Winter Reverie. Victorian Children in the Snow is, if you do it on an eBay search, you'll probably find the pattern on there, because I did that search too to see if anybody else had stitched it. But most of the things I found were the pattern. No one had actually stitched it. Okay, the next one was also custom framed, and you're gonna think, maybe you're gonna think I'm crazy, but maybe I am. And I know it shows its age because of the way that it is framed, but you can see the ring light in the, but anyway, look at that. Is that the cutest thing? I actually thought about taking it out of this frame and making it into a pillow, like a tree-shaped pillow somehow. I don't know. If you see all of the Christmas words, I don't know if you can see it because the lighting, but that is a lot of work. And I'm happy to give it a home. I can't even tell you how much it was. I could not leave it there for the price. It was probably under $20. And it was stitched in Christmas, at Christmas 1985 to Danette, maybe, by Ruth. I don't even want to say her last name because I would not do it justice, but there you go. Stitched in 1985, and you can tell it was stitched in 1985, but somebody paid some money to get this thing framed. And I have had it for about a year now and haven't done anything with it yet, but it is really cute. And I could not leave it there for the price that they wanted for it. So those are my two antique thrift shopping haul finds. Let me move those out of the way. I promised on the last FlossTube video that I would find my purchases from the last retreat. So I don't even know what's in this bag, but we're fixing to all find out together. Okay, so the first day I did shopping and put my treats inside the bag and put the bag in my room, and it went out to the car. So that's why it was all totally separate from the other. But this is, first day I did a lot of shopping at Romy's booth. Second day I did a lot of shopping at Manny Dudana. So first day I did get this 31 Days of Halloween from Romy's side of the shop. Look how cute that is. Wish there was a, oh, there we go. That is so adorable. So that is one I can't wait to stitch. Romy also had a lot of handmade things on her side. Look at this cute little cat thread holder. The thing at the bottom reminded me of my cats. I have 3 black and white tuxedos inside, and it's as close to tuxedo as she had, but it is super cute. I love that. So I bought that. And, oh, our project for Manny Dudana, I didn't show this, I showed Romy's project, I had been working on it, was this basket. Isn't that so cute? Marion Bright sewing basket. And I did some work on it, and I love that she gave us all the threads we needed to complete the project. Very cute, a little pin cushion too, a little thread holder. So cute. A lot, these ladies really did do a fabulous job. But this is the work I got done on the basket. I still have more to do, but that is what we did. That's what I did on the basket. And then of course I bought some linen from Romy's side. This is 32 count. Beautiful. linen. And I think that's it, because these are stuff that was passed around. This is a towel that I bought. Somebody had made. She was selling her towels, quilted towels. How cute is that? Anyway, that just happened to be in here, so it's just a little bonus. Lastly, I think I want to share, I participated in Fanciful Flamingo and Como Stitches. Yes, their ornament exchange sale this year. They've had, this is the second year I think it is, and I did not participate last year because I didn't know about it, but this year I did, and I sent mine off and I showed it on my Instagram. See, Jinx 0. I'll try to get Jack to put in a picture here of the one that I sent off, but I want to show you what I got in return. So I got it from Courtney Alma, and she sent me this ornament. Is that the prettiest? Look how gorgeous that is. She did a fabulous job finishing this. Look at the top. So this is from Courtney Alma. She also has a YouTube channel, and she's on Instagram. So she does fabulous work. I really do love it. So I think that that is all that I have to share and show now. So I think that's it for now. I'm going to try to put another FlossTube up before the new year begins, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get around to it. We have Christmas at my house this year. We have Christmas at my house, I think, every year, but this year we have it here again. And if you want to watch that show, The Devil's Plan on Netflix, The Devil's Plan, is that right? I hope that's right. It is really good. Korean reality TV. And then also, if you took my recommendation years ago and watched True Crime or listened to True Crime Garage podcast, you will want to listen to The Prosecutors, which are Brett and Alice, and they are two actual prosecutors. They've been friends since, I think they both went to Harvard. They've been friends since their college days, and they really have great coverage of cases. They also have where they explain the law to you. There's another podcast, Legal Briefs, where they explain why things work out the way they do using their courtroom expertise. So if you haven't listened to True Crime Garage, give that a listen if you like true crime. And if you like true crime, give The Prosecutors a listen too. Until next time, I hope you have a very blessed Christmas, and I hope to see you before the new year. But if I don't, have a happy new year. Bye, FlossTube. See you later.